Welcome, 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 everybody. It's 5 a.m. I don't know. I just gave short notice, but I was going to come on here and check on the energy, see how y'all doing. Um, I'll take questions if anybody has any as you come in. If y'all have a relationship going on right now, make sure you do everything you can. If you want to keep it to, make sure you're doing things on your side in the right way for your best interest. Because when you do what's best for you, whether it's being single or separated or together and working it out, just do what's best for you, okay? No matter how it may turn out. Oh boy, I just realized a lot of things this week. I realized that this spiritual journey ain't no joke, and it doesn't stop. We don't get a break. There's no break to take. It's just constant movement. If you're stuck for a long, long time, for years and years, and there's a problem, believe me, or something you're not dealing with for whatever reason. We all have our reasons. There's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of timing. Welcome in. Please don't forget to hit the like button as you come in the chat. I don't have anything planned. I will probably just do a little brief reading if nobody comes in here. The general themes and general energy. But if anybody comes in, yeah, definitely put your question in the chat. I don't know how to. I don't know what this is about. Reactions. What is that? I don't know nothing about this live stream. I wish I did. Maybe if I did it more often, I would figure it out. Twin flames can become soulmates. I guess if you both work on your karma, your own personal karma. I'm wondering if that's true. Then you come back together as fulfilled soulmates. I wonder if I'm going to fulfill my soul's mission in this lifetime. I feel like I will, because so much has been uncovered. So much about my past has been uncovered. About my family, and my bloodline. I think that's the whole point of all of this. I know for sure it is for me. But yeah, life does flow in a circle, though. I see that. Ooh, I hope I can be heard. Let me check and make sure. Hello, hello, Miss Shelley. Hello. Was that rain too loud? Hello, Miss Shelley. Okay. No pause. Just hello. Was that rain too loud? Hello, Miss Shelley. Okay. No pause. All right, here we go. Yeah. I don't know. I've gotten to a certain point now where I'm pretty satisfied. Um, I know I'm not done healing because I feel like there's a whole nother life I need to live, even at 55 years old. Yeah, I'll be 56 in May, and I feel like I'm getting a second chance to live my life, the life I intended to live. I guess the first 50 years was just it took that long to clear away all that karma. It wasn't just my karma. I'm talking about my family's karma. Being a victim of abuse as a child, that's a heavy load to carry for anybody. All right. And I was going to say unfortunately, but I feel like it's fortunate that we get the chance to clear that up for our bloodlines. Some of us are that star seed that, has to do all the hard shoveling all the bullshit out the way before you can even begin to live your own life in this lifetime. So, as I was getting ready for this live, I was doing some yoga and praying and just thinking about some immediate things that it's like what I'm talking to you guys about, because I'm at this point now where I realize that it's time to start the second part of my life, the part that I've worked hard for in this life to overcome. I'm dealing with a lot of past karma from my family, my bloodline, my childhood. Even though that was not my karma, I did not molest myself. I did not SA myself. I didn't have a whole town attacking my child energetically, physically, in other ways, right? And then the whole time twisting the story. But anyway, I ran right into the arms of my divine match when I went into the military, but I didn't realize it. I didn't recognize it at the time. At least my soul recognized it, but this physical body got to play out this karma. Your physical body has to play out the will before things come back into the perfect alignment. I feel like for a real true soulmate. And you can have several soulmates, but as far as I'm concerned, there's only been one person on the face of this earth who was ever, other than my dad and my grandmother, other than those people, this person really touched my soul. I feel like we were on the same level at the time because he was also dealing with a lot of childhood trauma and situations with his parents and things like that too. It just, I don't know, it's just a clash of situations. It just came to get all muddled and we just weren't old enough and mature enough to work it out. But when you know better, you do better. That's where we are now. Hopefully, I can help somebody else. I don't even know if it's avoid, the stuff we have to go through because it has to play out. It has to play out because of our decisions. We all have free will, right? As long as no one's will is forced, you just work it out. You don't really have any karma to pay back. And I've always just moved naturally with my true intentions, even though they were distorted. They were distorted at one time, because I didn't have any clue. I knew I was an emotional block, but that was because my mother never showed any sort of affection or love, and the only love and affection and attention that I really received was from my grandmother and my father. But that happened at such a young point in my life, and she had passed away when I was 10, and because my dad and my mom weren't together and things like that, they were young. Um, they were never together, and I think she had a lot of resentment for that, whatever the situation was with them too. But I've been carrying that burden all my life until I got started with tarot and started figuring it all out. I went straight to my family, my entire family, with a deck of cards at a family party, and shit hit the fan, man. It was all kind of stuff about who my real dad was, like what happened, the situation with my stepfather, the fact that I was being abused and neglected and gang stalked during my whole childhood and teenage life. hmm But it's all coming full circle now. You know, it still hurts sometimes, but no, the only thing that really hurts is that it don't even hurt. I just know that I'm really true to my feelings. Okay. And at that point when I got married at 18, 19 years old, I didn't have any clue how to express myself, how to express myself constructively without being destructive. Because I was headed for destruction, y'all. I think I had a death wish. I don't know if it was my death wish, though. I feel like somebody put a death wish on me. Well, I don't have anybody in here yet. It's still 11 minutes, but I'll just keep talking. I'm going to tap into some energy. I'm going to pull a zodiac, okay? Let's pull the zodiac and see for the general collective. Whether y'all come in or not, it'll be here. Let me get some over here on my Facebook. I'm on Facebook and TikTok. Facebook as Shelly King, SHELLEY KING. I'm on TikTok as Intuitive Taurus, spelled the traditional way. I realized the other day that somebody got the same name I do on TikTok, so they have extra letters in it. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this. My mouse. I need a new mouse. Am I still on here? I don't know if somebody's going in and out. I know I am. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. Should I do 2 zodiacs? I think I will, because we've been doing soulmate energy here. Calling in soulmates. It's probably somebody you already know. I don't know, y'all. We all run our lives in a different time zones, yeah, but timelines, and they all converge at some point, but not always. And then they pull apart, and then they converge again, and they pull apart, and then they converge again. I guess, to check and see how things are going as far as our karmic healing. I don't want to be in a state of depression or sadness, because this is really normal. It's really normal to have regrets and reflect back on some disappointments and the decisions that we made at the time. And we also have to remember the information that we had, the heart space we were in when we made the decisions, and the true authentic feelings do remain. Everything that is to be will be. So let's go ahead and pull a couple of these. I got 2 zodiac signs in my hand, one with dice, and I'm going to roll them. And just take it how it resonates. It could be the energy, it could be your sun sign. It's not necessarily a soulmate reading, but we're just going to see what Spirit has. We're here just playing around. I keep getting Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Scorpio is significant. Okay. This is a general reading for Sag and Scorpio. Brief. I'm not going to make it long. Sag and Scorpio. The Sag over here. Put it over here. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Well. I like that. Sagittarius could be a North Node energy. Faith and belief. A blessing, a natural blessing. Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And what do we have for Scorpio? Could be career energy. Listen, there's a balance. This also could be a soulmate. A soulmate. Are y'all naked? I think I have some naked ones on here. I think I covered them up, though. She's got a shirt on. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Earth energy, real stuff, manifestation. And we are in January 3rd, 2026. Seems like I've been waiting for this year. I don't know why. I just feel that way. I also feel like there's been a lot of blockages that have been removed. This indicates the clear collaboration with the divine. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's see what we got. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, this flipped over. Oh, that just had to come out, right? I got a sneaky suspicion. A sneaky suspicion. This could be somebody feeling suspicious. What's the Seven of Swords? About an Ace of Pentacles. About some sort of natural abilities. About your natural abilities. Sagittarius. Seven of Swords. Oh, wow. There it is. So something that hasn't been completed, something that hasn't been healed, or somebody's been repeating some sort of sneaky, treacherous energy. Someone could have Earth in their first house, Sagittarius. You could have Earth in your first house. There's some sort of unfortunate energy. Someone may be sneaking around your business, sneaking around your home. What's the Two of Pentacles? There's some sort of misfortune, treacherous misfortune. Now, another two energy with the Scorpio. I wonder if something's been blocked, like a dream or some sort of influence, karmic influence. Two of Swords, by you making a decision, Scorpio, or ending something here, it could have caused the truth. The truth is coming out of a karmic situation or a repeated cycle. Somebody's learning something. Sagittarius is faith, is learning, it's career. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Then I'm going to get some answers. Ooh. Major arcanas in reverse with the Seven of Swords. A Chariot is lack of discipline, lack of structure. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Pay attention to what it is you're wanting. Okay, you just heard my story. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Some sort of truth energy. After someone has made a clear decision. Could have made a clear decision to return to the truth. Like somebody's being stopped. Oh. Somebody may have forced a cycle to end. Or, God could be doing this too, right? God could be working on things that we don't know about or we don't see. Chariot in reverse. I got to get some answers here. Now, there's some naked women, but I'll put some clothes on them. Okay. Gemini energy, lovers. That's also a decision or a free will. Gemini and Cancer could be significant. Walk away. This is some sort of buildup of some sort of emotions. All right. Someone being stuck in their emotions. That's the way I felt. Like I had to go back and fix something at home, in my hometown, in my community. And it was, even though I don't know, for some reason I lost all memory of the things that I was going through and stressing through as a child. I guess because I left home at 18, but the emotions hadn't been handled yet. The discipline hadn't been gained. I was just free to unleash all that negativity and emotional upheaval onto other people. I also unleashed it onto my soulmate. Okay. We were going back and forth, just switching out negative energies. But I'm telling you, once you meet your soulmate, your true divine match, that's never gonna die. That's never gonna die. I feel like we all do really have someone, and it may not be a love relationship or a romantic relationship or marriage or anything like that. It could be your child, your children, your family members, friends, okay? I'm not talking about that part. But once you meet that person that matches your soul, and I believe that person is, I've already been with that person. I was married to that person. I walked right into that person's life. We walked into each other's lives. But the past life stuff hadn't been settled yet. So none of that can be taken care of, or none of that can be your soulmate, true soulmate, that love, deep love connection that we're all wanting won't happen until we clear out all this damn karma, all these repeated cycles. Whether it's our own or it's our families, it's still us. And if you've been chosen and you've chosen yourself to be the one to clear that karma, then you got to get to work. It does require discipline here. The best thing to do is to keep a positive attitude. That's not always easy, especially when you can't see your way. You know, everything's murky and things like that, but just stick to your guns, stick to your intuition, what you're hearing inside. Because that connection is still there, and it's been over 30 years, you know. It doesn't die. Whether we go back together again in this lifetime, or definitely we will be in the next one. So, oh, Marcella, you're a Libra. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so this is a lack of discipline, lack of structure, some sort of forced energy. Someone could be forced to make a decision. You may have felt like you were forced to make a decision, to walk away. Now, this is Scorpio energy over here, and this is Sagittarius over here. Okay, Eight of Cups is walking away, the truth. This Scorpio, ooh, High Priestess. Okay, wow. And then the Seven of Cups in reverse. That's a realization of the truth. Whoever this is, the Scorpionic energy, the Scorpio energy is balance, a soulmate energy, or even in a successful transformation of getting out of a karmic cycle. You could have Sagittarius in your South Node, I'm sorry. So what would be your North Node? That would be Gemini. That could be possible. Get a Scorpio in your South Node and Taurus in your North Node, or it could be switched around. Okay. We'll get a few answers here. And then if you guys have any questions regarding your own personal story or situation, you can put it in the chat if you want. If it's private or something like that, you can send me an email. We can talk about it. All right. I just ask that you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, the reading, okay? Because that's going to help my channel to grow. And that's how I want to receive my compensation. Just want y'all to tap in here. Okay, let's get some answers here for this particular reading. Sagittarius, Scorpio, however it resonates in your chart, in your situation. So it looks like the Sagittarius energy could be in a karmic cycle, or repeating some sort of emotions. Cancer is also significant. Cancer and Gemini. And of course, the air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So with the Ace of Pentacles and the Lover's energy, what we got here? What's going on? Got some major arcanas in reverse. This big old Ace of Pentacles sitting up there. Definitely a path. It's all good, y'all. And joy really does come in the morning, okay? Because I'm just at that point. Now, if I get to have my divine match back again, that's the ultimate blessing for me. But I've already come to, the resolve that if we never, I already made up my mind that we weren't going to, well, I thought I made up my mind that we weren't going to be back together again. He's married. He went back to an ex. He's married again, successful, everything. So I'm not trying to interfere in anybody's relationship, but just as long as I know that my soul is settled and I've went through the process of growth and experiencing a lot of situations and having the free will to make choices to walk away if I wanted to, then that's good, right? Absolutely. Oh, Rosetta. I don't know anything about this. Rosetta Luzerio sent New Year's Eve. Thank you. Happy 2026. Um, but yeah, these growth and experiences are a part of the process. And so is the pain. The pain does get easier. You know, when I cried it out this morning, the hurt wasn't there like it was before, but just the realization that I'm satisfied, possibly a bit bored, but I can think back on the memories, right? We can think back on the memories. Okay, so someone could be blocking some communication or movement. Let me see, what's the process here with the Ace of Pentacles? Process is the passion. There's definitely some sort of interest, hobbies. Ace of Pentacles is like your North Node. It's some natural passion that you have. Oh, wow. Check that out. A ring, a bond, returning. Listen, high priest, high priestess energy. Somebody knows the truth. Somebody sees the truth. Maybe somebody paid attention to their intuition. As above, so below. Let me see. What is this? Two of Pentacles. There's some balance here. An eternity. Listen, a situation was frozen in time, the process, like I was saying earlier about you being the star seeds, you being the chosen ones to clean up your bloodline, y'all, to purify your bloodline so things can start moving again, not just for you, but for your descendants, for the family that's here now, right? One more, please. And run, chase, escape, seek, running from gossip and rumors and speculation. I did that a lot. Always worrying about what somebody else was thinking instead of worrying about what your mind is thinking. Sometimes we don't even have our own thoughts. I did a reading yesterday where it was talking about, don't get yourself caught up in somebody else's illusion or someone else's beliefs. Their beliefs may not be wrong for them, but you got to make sure it's right for you. Okay. Thank you so much. I just got into the chat, just trying to provide support where I'm led to. I appreciate you. Please follow your intuition and provide the support. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your blessings with the anointed. Absolutely. That's my soul tribe. I know that I'm someone who really boy, just had to learn a lot about myself. Hey, Chastity. Yeah, much blessings to you too. That's what we got to remember, though. But this is interesting. Someone could be gossiping, making speculations and rumors. And when I heard the rumors and every once in a while you get some sort of inkling. A little birdie may have told you about some rumor, speculation, possibly even slander. But nobody really had a real grip on my situation, or all the karmic energy that I was packing around. Okay, always be grateful for everything that we have and everything that we go through. That makes things a lot better, right? All right, definitely running and seeking some sort of unexpected surprise, something beyond your imagination. Oh boy, because when I think about, as an adult, when I was really happy, if I could remove all the murkiness and the mind screw I was going through when I was with my divine match, there was nothing but pure love there, y'all. Even through the things that I took him through. Okay, I was living out a curse. We could always be living out a curse when we're not settled in our soul, when it feels like we're chasing something, or when we feel like time is frozen or situations are frozen. And it's something that's perpetuated to infinity, through infinity, for eternity, until we get it together. And we start making different choices, going in a different direction, and then You know, we basically got to pay attention to our intuition and what's inside of us. We're part of the universe, the starseed energy, then the universe is coded in our DNA and we got to play it out. I love it. I love the power that we have, even though it may seem a little scary sometimes, or a lot scary, or have us all in an uproar. But once we start to understand the energy, I think it makes it easier for us. Okay, that was Scorpio and Sag. And may do another one if I don't get any more questions. Thank you so much for the support, y'all. I appreciate it. I don't know. YouTube has helped me grow a lot, especially as being a star seed, someone who is highly gifted. You know, you're not really accepted, or your word's not always accepted. It's not some sort of mass awakening that people want to participate in, because we as ourselves are running, right? Running from the gossip, running to the gossip, believing in the gossip, the slander, and not really taking the accountability for what we really truly have been going through or are going through at the time. So, I don't know. Life is beautiful now. I woke up a little sad this morning. But then I got happy, realizing that I have been very blessed. And that all the situations in my life that I had to work out was definitely for my good, even though they were hard. Hard. It was hard work, y'all. Don't you know it? Especially when you feel like you're the only one going through. But we know that's not true. We do have to mind our business, though, you know, be grateful, and then help others along the way. Share our experiences. So don't have people out here projecting or taking their frustration and anger out on other people and hurting others when you don't really want to. Okay, anybody else have any questions? If not, I'll roll the dice again and see if I'll get two more zodiacs. As above, so below. As within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect me and allow me to see. I'm getting better energies doing my lives. There used to be a bunch of trolls on here, and I didn't want to do them anymore, but looks like you guys are finding me. I try not to waste my time with information that I feel like, I don't know. I think we always need some sort of information, even if it's something we already know, because I've discovered that I don't care how how spiritual you think you are, how gifted, how psychic you may be. Listen, we don't see everything. And we absolutely have to have faith in ourselves, in our spiritual team, in the ancestors that are guiding us and helping us, those who do walk in wisdom and understanding and compassion. We got to pay attention. Even if you are very gifted, you know a lot and all those things, yeah. Because I'm telling you, you don't see everything. You don't. There's no way. And it's not necessarily bad things that you don't see. Sometimes we don't even recognize the good that's going on. We don't even recognize the blessings that are coming in. That's the beautiful thing about it. I fought so hard to get out of depression, and I couldn't understand where it was coming from, because my general disposition is to be happy. I love being happy. I love being silly. I love being in a good mood. But the people I grew up around, man, they took advantage of that. What are you being so happy for? We're going to humble you. We're going to make sure we talk about your ass, whether we tell the truth or not. You is not going to be happy. Wipe that smile off your face. You ever met somebody like that? These people around here walk around like they've been eating shit all day. Okay? I swear to you. Just wicked. and will do anything to bring someone down, or they will even compromise themselves to make you look bad. And I wish I had realized that. Well, I realize that now, so maybe that's my wish coming true. And there's a reason why we have to go through, so that we can get to this better day. Yeah, we're all part of this process of the world changes and timeline changes and certain things in the world ending. Y'all stay positive with this, okay? As the world is making its Mother Earth is making her return, calling back her children in the power, the divine power that should be ruling this earth. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. All right, let me roll a couple more of these. And if y'all don't have anything else to say, we're going to let this one ride. Okay, so some unfair energy. Someone could be wanting to apologize. So do have some sort of unexpected, some sort of maybe somebody did something unexpectedly that wasn't fair, or they thought wasn't fair. All right, so let's go ahead, clear the energy. As above, so below. Hector Galvin, hello, welcome. As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect us and allow us to see. We got 2 zodiacs, Scorpio and Aquarius now. Scorpio's on the board. Transformation. Karma, karma. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, the scriptures even talk about karma. We reap what we sow. It's true. It's not. It doesn't necessarily mean anything negative, y'all. It's the earth cleansing. Our world is being cleansed. We're cleansing our own as we cleanse our own individual karmic energy. Listen, everybody doing that. Everybody clearing out their karmic energy. It helps the world heal. Helps the earth heal. Helps us find our true passion and our true soulmates. You're a Scorpio? Well, you've been on the board twice, Chastity. Let's see what's up with Scorpio. Scorpio and Aquarius. That's the seasons that we're in, aren't we? Okay, now that's Aquarius in reverse with Scorpio. So maybe there's a lack of hope here. You could be this star energy. And what's the Aquarius? Hector, you're a Taurus. Taurus, gang, gang. I'm a Taurus too. Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Ooh, okay, that's definitely Aquarius. Saw a situation going down with Aquarius, King of Swords, and the upright. We'll say it's Aquarius because that's where he is. All right. Got 2 Aquarius energy on the board. Maybe there's some sort of transitioning or transformation. Star in reverse for Scorpio. Giving up hope on someone. Look at that. Empress in reverse. This could be an ancestor. All right. You could have a grandmother or mother's in Aquarius who's passed over. Or this could be someone who lacks some sort of creativity or hope. What's the Empress in reverse? 2 of them. All right. We have the male energies for the Gemini and maybe a choice. This could be this. I'm getting something. Maybe this possibly be an ancestor here. Somebody's not divine. Like this is a loss of hope, or somebody's made a decision to let something go. You could let an energy go, some emotions go. Possibly some sort of understanding. What's the King of Swords in the Aquarius energy? Death. Scorpio. All right, something's going on here. Something, maybe somebody's feelings didn't transform, or there's some sort of stubborn energy here. 7 of Wands in reverse. Some vulnerability. Somebody's protection could be down. Maybe there's some sort of message coming through from the ancestors. Seven of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, a collaboration, but it's usually something secret. It also could be a healing, a soul healing, like mind, body, and soul healing. That things could be taking place in the dreamland and dream world and energetic world. This is some sort of spiritual energy right here. This isn't a manifestation that's appeared on the earth. Someone could be getting some sort of downloads in their dreams, possibly even a nightmare. You could be getting warned that your protection is down, or that someone could be aiming some sort of depressive energy to you or through you. You're healing. So this could very well be happening in the dream state. I don't know. It could be a warning, or it could just be someone who needs to watch out for something, or someone will be changing soon. There's healing taking place. Let's see what this Scorpio energy is with the Empress in reverse, Star. Now the Gemini energy is in the upright. The choice is the free will, and it's two masculines. All right, take it out how it resonates. What we got here for the Star energy in reverse? Timing. So something is being synced up with this Three of Pentacles. Maybe there's an overwhelming energy of missing out, because when you got the kind of, well, that was in the last reading here. This could be an energy of missing out on something. Either divine timing, someone may be feeling paranoid right now because they have to change, or something could be ending. Possibly someone could be about to pass away. We got timing here, and what is that about? A process, okay? It's a process of healing. And then the Aquarius energy with Scorpio in reverse, seeking out guidance, seeking for a miracle, looking for a miracle. So, paying attention to what your dreams are saying. We're going to pull those oracles here. Help, guidance. They let a lot of stuff go and a lot of people go. So even with this, the Ace of Cups in reverse, so you may have, seeking. Hold on. What's the seeking here for this King of Swords energy? So clarity. Seeking some sort of flow for an addiction to loneliness or emptiness or depression. Wondering, someone could be in a time and space of just feeling like you're lingering in something, like something hasn't hit yet. Okay. It's a process. It's the timing. So these are things happening right now as you're healing. I don't know if Aquarius resonates with you, or if this could just be someone separate seeking out some sort of guidance. So these energies you got right here, Chastity, is like, what's going on inside? What's going on while you're at peace, at rest? Are you experiencing a lot of growth on your journey? What? He's finally decided to get off drugs, and he's an Aquarius. The Nine of Wands energy, that's a lot of work. Speeding, yeah, the addiction, the flow. So that's why maybe his defenses are down, or why his guard is down, spiritual guard. Let's see what's up here. We're going to tap into this dream energy for this particular reading, please. Scorpio and Aquarius. Oh, wow. That was a lot. I didn't expect that. I'm going to take these three that just jumped in my hands. Now, you or someone else could be having dreams about landscape. Oh, you're praying for him. He's depressed and lonely. So this is your energy here, this masculine energy right here. These are your prayers. So yeah, I was right here with this happening in the spiritual realm. Because just because someone, it depends on whether it's upside down or not, or why it is. But listen, you or somebody else, it could be him, or having dreams about places or landscapes. You could be uncomfortable in your environment. You said he's in a state of depression. You're praying for him, so that could be, he's going through this dark night of the soul energy, especially if you're releasing some sort of addiction or an attachment. You keep praying for him and sending him positive energy. Okay. Of course, he has to have his own, make up his own mind, and nothing works. Even our prayers don't work if people aren't willing to accept it, right? Um, mm. So, wishing to explore new experiences and perspectives and wishing to escape the present constraints. Definitely what you confirmed here. Now, you could be this prayer. This is your prayers here, making this connection. You're connecting with the universe. You're connecting. God hears you, or whatever spiritual deity you connect with or resonate with. Okay, um, he finally wants help, and he's going to get it. So you're doing your job here. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. All that you think and do will have an effect on the world and your ex. Okay, I don't know if is he a soulmate, is he your divine match? You still have a lot of love and compassion. That's good. That's what we need as far as being human, right? That's all that really matters. Man, woman, black, white, Asian, it don't matter. Just as long as you have that compassion and love for another human being. That's what the world requires. Reach out and connect around the world through love. Definitely, it's a scorpionic energy. Okay, wanting to transform, have a renewal or rebirth, examining what you resist, getting rid of. He's your divine match. This all makes sense. Okay, reassess what needs to be renewed and given a fresh start, and clean up all the things around you that are cluttering your life, and that would include any sort of addiction. The addictions is just a symptom of what's going on the inside. But definitely with prayer, we can help each other. Helping each other, praying for each other helps us move along too. It gets us out of a karmic energy and keeps our good intentions flowing. All right. That's all we can do. If they want the help, we can offer it out, giving it freely, not expecting anything in return. But the universe will reward you, okay, with your deepest desires when you're doing your job, when you're minding your business other than helping others, right? Sending out prayers and not gossiping and slandering them of whatever they're dealing with and going through. So, tower energy, someone could be having dreams about sex or in some sort of possessions, your material things. Okay, that's also like scorpionic energy here. Gemini, Scorpio energy is what I'm getting. And then with the wisdom, is surrendering your intuition, talking to the inside, staying in alignment with your divine energy, your divine match. Okay, surrendering, letting go of the internal and the external struggles, the in and outs, right? The addictions to substances, to attention, energy attachments, giving up the fight to control others and situations. We can only control our minds and what we're thinking and what we're doing. Okay. Welcome, Duncan Brooks Banks. Hello to you. And we also have to relinquish, I said this earlier, relinquish our need to be right and surrender to a higher power. Because we're all in our ego, especially when we're trying to hold on to all this karmic energy. We do it subconsciously. We don't even realize we're doing it. We feel like we're standing up for ourselves, we're protecting ourselves. Yeah, you are, but we gotta let the divine come in. We gotta let the good energy nurture us. Okay. Possessions, needing to redefine what you value as far as material things. Now, 16 is tower energy, Scorpio energy. It's a death energy, being something new, and then bringing in or letting the old things die and bringing in some new energy. What is the cost of your loss? What are some changes that are causing you to feel undervalued? Sometimes we feel like it's going to cost us everything, everything. We've been holding on to all this, to our safety net, to our addictions, We've been holding on to it, thinking we're going to go forward. We're going to keep on carrying and walking that stuff into our futures and passing on to our descendants. Nope. Nope. I don't think the universe is waiting for that anymore. I think Mother Earth is getting things in order. Trust and believe. I want to be on the good side of that. Okay. Uh, Chastity, I love him so much, but I had to set boundaries. Yeah, we all do. That's what my divine matcher said when we were together. He said, if you love something or someone, let it go. If it returns, it was yours. If not, it never was. But you can do whatever you can to help the situation. So having dreams about sex can make you feel disconnected about yourself and others. Um, Maybe you need to do something to feel more loving. Turn that inward and turn it onto yourself. Do you feel your needs are not being met? If you feel that way, make sure you meet your own needs. Okay. What? Now y'all just come, not y'all, but y'all come in here asking stupid questions. Yeah, you need to go sit down somewhere. Don't be coming in here asking dumb questions on my live. Okay. Maybe you should go read a book or something. Yeah, this is a collective reading. I do have some. I did roll the dice for zodiac signs. I did two earlier. We got Scorpio and Aquarius up here now, so it may match up with whoever's in the chat, or it could just be general energy. Okay. Because we're all human. I hope we're going to have similar situations, or where we can relate to the energy. But if you have a specific question tailored to you, you can put it in the chat. If it's something simple, you don't mind, getting some general basic answers about, just put it in the chat and I'll answer it for you. I'll try to. Well, we'll ask the cards. All right. So surrendering, trusting in our intuition, looking in our areas of life that need some sort of decision or action. Sometimes things are delayed because we're not taking the action. We're not doing what we need to do. We're not saying what we need to say. We're not thinking what we need to think. We're not looking where we need to look. And this where readings, personal readings, tarot readings, collective readings can help at least get some thoughts moving. All right, because you're actually doing the work. Intuitives are just here to guide you. Okay, we all have our own intuition, but sometimes we do need some sort of guidance or wisdom, or just seeing something from a different angle that makes sense, or especially if we're feeling like we're stuck. Or if you're over here praying for someone and helping them through, you need support too. You need to know that what you're doing is working. See, Three of Pentacles. That's a collaboration. You and the divine are helping your ex work out their situation. That's a good thing. I like to see it. I like to see it. Okay. Sorry I'm coughing in y'all face, but we've been hit with COVID in this house. I don't know if I had it or not, but I was sick for a few days. I know I at least had the flu. And my son got sick a little bit. He doesn't actually live here, but he's here every day. And then my roommate was actually in the hospital with COVID. So now he's on a heart monitor. So we're praying for everyone's well-being, okay? Your safety and your health. Let's make 2026 a year of healing, where we've gotten to the point where we've healed ourselves, and we can pass that healing on to others, praying for them, using our intuition to help guide them. Okay. Just praying for them to have the direction that they need, that they are able to tap into their own intuition and get the miracle that they're hoping for. And if you can't do anything else, you can at least pray and stay positive and open. That divine true love never dies. Even if we've acted an ass in the past, okay? Or just not been our true selves, right? It seems to be like forgiveness is on the table. It's here. Seek it. Give it out. Okay. Don't give it out unnecessarily. Definitely set your boundaries. Protect yourself. And I feel like when you do that, that sends a reflection back. it sends some sort of signal to whoever may be trying to push your boundaries to look within. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to work. That's the way it works. But we all have free will. We can decide to ignore the messages that we see. We can decide to ignore the visions that we have. But we all have consequences and rewards for that. Just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm not wishing bad on anyone. We're all just on our own timing. Oh, we're on our own direction. It could be the same direction, maybe just for a minute. Some people are in our lives for a lifetime, some for a season. It's all the same. And all the energy helps. All the positivity, all the prayers, all the support. That's what we should be doing. All right. If I have any more questions, anybody else have anything they want to say? This was another beautiful reading. Maybe I should focus on going live. Get some live interactions and live energy. It also helps, I think, with the pre-recording readings too. Sometimes the messages just come in that just have to be said, or somebody needs some sort of answer, some sort of idea. And you just never know who's going to give you the answers that you need. Your children, don't ignore nobody. I don't care if you consider them divine or not, or younger than you, or you think you know more, or you've been doing this longer. That's not what it's about. That's all personal, but we're going to get exactly what we need when we need it if we're just paying attention. And don't ever think that your efforts for peace and harmony in your life and in those around you is ever in vain. All that work makes a difference. Even if it takes a year, 20 years, 30 years, it all counts. Okay. I'm going to pull one oracle here to end this live. Nobody else has anything else to say. I appreciate y'all's compassion and support. It's good to know that it's out there, especially when you're talking about one-line energy, right? But that's what life is, though. We don't always know. It can be murky even if somebody's standing in front of you. You still may be wearing a mask. You still don't know who they really are. You just tap into the energy and use that as your guide. Etheric cords and wounded healer energy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this would be like Capricorn. It could be Gemini, Capricorn energy. But it's somebody who's been through the trenches, okay? Everything ain't always pristine. I don't think it was meant to be. Because humans can be nasty. Nasty, nasty humans, y'all. We know it. Where is that book? Here it is. Nope, that ain't it. Human beings can be very nasty. They can also be very loving, very sweet, and all those things. We all have a choice. There really is no right or wrong. It's just what's good for you at the time. They can change at any time too. So I'm going to tap into this etheric cords. Okay, this says if it isn't wholehearted love, divine unconditional love, release it and remember your worth. Okay. So energetic cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Okay. For somebody here. Close your eyes, see divine swords of God or Goddess's loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You're both whole and healed. So this would be like soul ties. Maybe it's just a past karmic energy that you need to release that won't be a part of that. That's what they're talking about, the karmic energy, the bind, the things that brought it down or the things that needed to be healed or being released, dissolving the cords. I guess I would assume it would be something like stitches, like when you get a wound stitched up. I don't know. Sometimes you got to remove those. You got to go back to the doctor and have them removed. The ones I had in my thumb a while ago were they dissolved on their own. So that would be like once it was healed, the wounds, the stitches dissolve, they disappear, right? So it's new skin. It's there. It's repaired. Like that was the cut, and that was my kids were little. They're in their 30s now. You can still see it, but it had stitches in it, and it resolved. It dissolved. They dissolved on their own. But my thumb is healed now. Okay, close your eyes. See that healing. And just as you shower, as you take a shower to cleanse away, our body, the dirt on our body, the oil and all that buildup, all that grime. There is also grime in the form of energy cords. These are called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. So anytime you hear any of that, you'll know what it's talking about. And someone mentioned karma in there. We reap what we sow. Okay. Um, Whenever we have those cords or hear that, that means spiritual maintenance is required. Just like Chastity was saying, she's praying for her ex, her divine match, whatever his addictions or whatever situations he's got to deal with. And I know she's doing that without judgment because the Three of Pentacles was in the upright. That's a healing. And she's praying over here to help him, to send him energy to also heal himself and to cut those cords of addiction, so his life can be renewed. Hopefully their relationship will be too, and in the way they desire. All right. Y'all are awesome, and I really, 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 really appreciate your good energy. Please keep sending it my way. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Hit your post notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new reading or when I go live again. I want to try to make this as often as possible, as long as I'm feeling the energy. I don't want to get on here with any negativity. But, we can always help each other out with the things we're going through. We're all in this together, seeing this new world come into view, and I'm loving it. You do too, right? So, y'all stay blessed and grounded, and I will see you soon. Bye.